Oh, I guess I don't have an intro going on. Wow, I guess it didn't hit. Okay, well that's cool. That's cool. Hey guys, welcome to the show. This is Terry with NSPS TV Paranormal, and tonight, guys, we are with diverse dimensions tonight, and well, yeah, there is. Hold on, there's. Oh, all right, hold on for a minute. What's up, Ian?
Yeah,
Can you hear me?
yeah. What's this music?
Yeah, that's some kind of echo.
That's really bad. I don't know.
Yeah, we have a really bad echo with somebody.
Did it happen when we came on?
Yeah.
Oh, it did?
Somebody else is in the background.
I don't think it's that because we ain't got no signal. Go to the mic.
Yo.
Yo. All right. So,
Hey, what's up, everybody?
How are you?
Hello. Hey guys. Ian is a part of NSPS TV Paranormal. He is one of my lead investigators, and a pretty good one, I might say. So, guys, I would like for you at the bottom with the lady and the gentleman. That's Mike and Drina. They're from Florida, and Donna is from Arizona, and Will is from Chi-Town.
Well,
So, and we still are waiting for one more. We're still waiting for Sean to pop in here, and hopefully we'll get him here soon. You guys?
You still getting echo? Oh yeah, I hear it.
Yeah, I hear it too.
Does your podcast go out to Facebook, Terry?
Yes, ma'am.
'Cause I'm trying to find it so I can share it.
You can actually. I don't know if you got that set up on your podcast where you can add your channel to the podcast.
Yeah, I do on mine. Yeah.
Yeah, you can do the same thing.
Okay, I was trying to do it from my phone. I can do it from here.
Yeah.
Don't see it.
Okay. All right. So there is another guest. All right. So let me see if I can rearrange this. I think that's better like that.
Taking that thing right on it from me.
Yeah.
Well, that wasn't too bad, right?
Turn this off a little bit. Was that one?
Yeah, I'm seeing it.
Yeah, this one here still gonna give it echo. We might have to go out and get the dinner.
I think it's the computer. 'Cause I remember it did that last week towards the end.
So it's the internal.
Yeah. Just-
This one right there.
no, keep that one up.
I was looking for what input does it have.
Mhm.
Oh, wee. Boy, did y'all see my Broncos get the game away?
Oh, that was bad.
When it started, it was pretty bad.
I think it got worse.
Well, hold
Sounds
on.
like a speaker.
Let me see if I can.
That happened. Everybody talk.
Hello?
Does somebody have external speakers on?
That's better. I didn't hear it that time.
I didn't hear it that time either.
No one has external speakers, right? And external speakers sometimes give you that feedback.
There's a spirit in the conversation here
Yeah, I don't hear it anymore.
because they got rid of it. That's why.
No.
Big Sean in the house.
Okay, we're clean.
We're good.
Good.
Sean, can you hear me?
We can't hear you.
I think Sean's having problems too.
Check his mic.
Check your mic, Sean.
Maybe you should message him, Terry.
Yeah,
I said he can hear us, I think, but we can't hear him.
exactly.
What about now?
Now, that's good. You were
There you
muted.
go.
Yeah, it was muted. It was muted on the screen. It wasn't muted up here. I don't know what happened. My bad.
What's up? What's up, Big Sean? How you doing, buddy?
Good. How y'all?
Good.
Good. Hey man, I'm excited about this podcast. More guests, more controversy. Hey, I'm ready to get this started. First things first.
Sorry, I'm
How's
late.
everybody doing today?
Good.
Good.
Doing well. Very well.
Well, good. Hey man, I appreciate you guys coming out of your day to hang out with me. You know, and just see how things are going with you guys. I know it's been a year since we did the last one.
It's been a while.
I know it's been a while. But the great thing about it, I'm able to get the ladies on. So, hey, if you guys want to do a shout out to all the ladies that are on the show that are with us, I would, that would be great.
Thanks
Welcome.
Thanks for joining us, ladies. It's good to get the female perspective in there.
Yes, I am curious to see what the ladies have to say about the female perspective. You're actually right, Will, on some of the big topics that we have. Whether you guys disagree or agree, hey, I'm always open for a good debate, and all the guys and the ladies that are on the show are always open for a good debate. It's good that you guys want to show your points, and all this stuff. But hey, let's go ahead and get this thing started, man. So first things first, you guys want to go ahead and introduce yourselves to everybody, starting with myself. My name's Terry with NSPS TV Paranormal Podcast. I am the host of Diverse Dimensions. I'm based out of Cedar Park, Texas. I've been in the paranormal field for a couple years. And yeah, man, I enjoy what I'm doing. I get to meet interesting people like you guys. And hey, I love to share some knowledge, and I also like to give some, take some knowledge in. So hey, man, that's a little bit about me. And who else? Who else would like to speak? Jump right on in there.
Go
I'm
from the top.
Yeah.
also part of NSPS, and I've been doing this for about not very long, about 8 months. Um, I recently discovered I'm a medium, and so I've been exploring that and getting more in tune with my third eye. And I enjoy investigating, shooting documentaries about it. None of the like fake ooh ah stuff. Like I'm into the history and figuring out what's in there and why, and if they have a story to tell. And I'm also interested in possibly solving cold cases using paranormal investigation and my abilities and other mediums.
Good, good.
Cool. I am Donna. I am the team manager for Methodville Paranormal based here in Arizona. I've been with my team for maybe going on 4 years, 3 or 4 years now. I've always been in the paranormal. I've always just done like ghost tours, and it wasn't until I got to Arizona that I actually joined the team. And I started out as an investigator, and now I'm the team manager. So Terry's trying to talk me into starting my own team. My
Yeah.
sister's she's my researcher, so I have a good group of people that I work with.
All right. Well, thank you. Thank you for joining us.
Yeah, you're welcome. Thanks for having me.
We're going down to me next.
Yes, sir.
All right, I'm William Whedon. I'm with Urban Paranormal Experience. We're based out of Chicago. Small group consisting of my brother and I. We got 2 or 3 other members that investigate with us regularly when we get out. We've been doing this, I'm just going to say 10 years, at least 10 years. But we enjoy doing it. I'm not a medium. I wish I could get in touch with those medium skills, but I think everybody's a little bit sensitive. Haven't been able to hone mine just yet, but hopefully one day I will. It's good to join some other minority paranormal investigators, which we don't see a lot of in this field. It's a really small group of people. I was talking to Terry about it, and Terry got some folks together and have this discussion. I think that's a great thing.
Hey, appreciate it, man. All right, Big Sean.
I'm Sean Elliott from Virginia. I'm with Hill City Paranormal, and on the other side, Paranormal Podcast. I've been also Hill City After Dark as well. I've been investigating actively for about 20 years now. Old country boy, ain't a whole lot to it. Shout out to the mediums. Y'all are the most humble mediums I've heard so far. It's good to hear that, especially in this field where everybody, all the mediums, or most I shouldn't say all. That's terrible to classify everybody, but a lot of mediums know everything that I encounter. I met a few good ones, but most of them I'm just kind of like looking at them sideways. But listening to y'all, I like how y'all kind of keep it humble and talk. And the one mentioned the third eye, or both y'all mentioned, uh, I think that's real deep. I like that because you don't hear that. You don't hear people talking about that very often. I thought that was pretty cool as well. Keep it short. Might have talked too much there.
We're going to get you talking. That ain't no problem. All right, Irene.
Irene, my name is Irene. I'm a psychic medium. I'm also Terry's sidekick sometimes when he needs help. I'm working with Ian to help him bring out his little bit more intuitions and show him what he can do. I work with a lot of people. I'm basically a loner. I live in Tokyo, Japan. Yeah. Yeah, believe me, it's the most haunted city in the well, anyways, in our line, everything's haunted here. And yeah, I work with a lot of other paranormal groups. I work with a lot of mediums. We work together as a team. If I can't figure out what I'm seeing, I ask somebody else to help me so I can bring it out. And yeah, we all consult together and we all work together. And I work with Terry a lot. And I help him a lot, and yeah, we're just one big happy family.
Yes, ma'am. One big happy family. You know what? I think that's me echoing in the back. I hear a little echo when I talk.
Yeah, you're
Can you hear
okay.
me? I'm okay.
It's
Okay.
a little bit.
Okay. Hey guys, like I said, welcome to the show. I appreciate you guys taking out of your time to come hang out on this cold night. Basically all over the country, except for Florida, of course. Uh, but dude, how you guys been, man? What has been going on in y'all's lives since the last time we talked? Have anything changed since the last time we conversated? And I know it's a new year. We know new year we have new ideas, new places to investigate. Is there anything new that you guys got going on you want to share?
Well, not much new on this end. I think being in the Midwest, the ghost hunting season kind of slows down in the wintertime. I'm going to try to pick things up probably in the spring. Hit a couple of new places. Last October, I stopped at a brewery that I was interested in checking out. It was built in the 1880s or something like that. But it's kind of slow in the wintertime. We have to wait till the spring till things get kind of a bit warmer.
Interesting. You know, uh, it seems it's like that all over the North and the Midwest. Things slow down for you guys, in the wintertime. Why do you guys choose to slow down in the wintertime?
Well, some of these places don't have heat. There's some of these abandoned buildings and places that have been abandoned for a while or in disrepair. And you're not really trying to be out there in this type of weather. So, gotta wait till
Hey,
it warms up a little bit.
next time I come to Chicago, I'm gonna have to get with you and take me to some of these places I've never been to.
We'll take you on out to Bachelor Grove Cemetery. You don't want to be out there right now, but that's a
Oh
great
yeah,
place.
I still have a lot of family in Chicago. My son is in Illinois. One of my sons is in Illinois too. That'd be
For
cool.
sure.
Have you investigated the Congress Hotel in Chicago?
Haven't been to the Congress Hotel. I know a lot about it, but I haven't been there. I mean, I remember this story. I was at a conference or something. We had a guest speaker there that they had put up at the Congress Hotel, and I
On
knew
the
about the
12th floor?
Congress before this, but he kind of confirmed it. He was talking about he had stayed. They put him in the hotel and they put him in his room, and the weird goings on that was in his room, and he was just the conference was something completely different. I forget what it was about. It was some sort of business conference, but he was telling the audience, "Man, I don't know what's going on. I was in this hotel last night, and this crazy stuff was happening." And I was maybe the only one in the crowd that was thinking to myself, "Yeah, well, you were at the Congress Hotel." So,
Yeah, I heard a lot about the 12th floor, and they don't let anyone stay up
yeah,
there.
yeah, that 12th floor. There's a particular room on the 12th floor, and I think he was staying pretty close to it. And yeah, he was mentioning some stuff that kind of confirmed what people have been saying.
Nice.
Interesting. I make me one. Hey, and we might have to make a road trip, like Donna
That's
said.
on my list, man. I'm trying to go there and talk to the ghost of Al Capone.
Well, he may be there. I don't know. He's around somewhere, I'm sure.
Make a
John
little
Denver.
trip. Stop in Ohio,
He
then
was
head
in
to
Alcatraz
Chicago.
too,
I don't know
wasn't
which
he?
comes first.
He was in Alcatraz too for a little while, and then they moved him. But yeah,
All right. Well, hey, I got so many questions I want to ask you guys. Feel free, to sit back and just enjoy it, man. You guys might agree with me, you might not, but that's what this podcast is all about. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? Whether we agree or disagree, we come to an mutual understanding, and we all have that, respect for each other. So, that's a good thing. Mr. Sean, how you doing today?
Doing good on this snowy Virginia day.
I don't know why I keep thinking you know Ohio.
No, we ain't up north now. Nah.
And you know what? And I meant to talk to you about the name of your town. And what's the name of it again?
Here we go. Lynchburg.
Hmm.
Lynchburg.
Oh,
And you know what? And I'm not trying to attack your town or anything, but who decided to name that town that?
It's named after a man named John Lynch. It's the name of the founder of the town. It was the first family to settle here in Lynchburg.
Oh
So
man.
there's a lot of black folks in this town, and every time I meet a black person from out of town, I say where I'm from. Everybody, God,
Yeah.
there's a lot of black people that live in Lynchburg.
And they have no feelings about the name.
No, only people from out of town do.
The only John Lynch I know used to play with the Buccaneers back in the day, safety,
Yeah,
and that boy was a hitter.
Mhm.
yeah, yeah. Only people that really gets upset about, or not upset, but the gasp is from.
You know what? I
out
got
of
the
town.
other speaker too.
Okay,
It's on the
all right.
phone.
Jada was outside.
Yeah, because that name definitely gets me. Maybe because I'm from the South. Well, no, Southwest. And the first time I heard it, I was like, wait a minute.
Mhm.
Maybe I should, ask them where that name come from. Does the family still live there?
If they do, I haven't investigated them yet, but I haven't ran into any of them. But my question to you is, why would it bother you if we're paranormal investigators and the most of the places that we investigate are plantations or places where we wouldn't be rooms that we would not have been allowed in at the time they existed, for example. How
You
could a
know,
town name bother you?
that is a great question, and I'm just I'm an honest guy.
Also sits
The
on the
whole
stand.
word, the whole word lynch, because of our history, that probably got me the most curious. The name, the word lynch. But other than that, the bird
I,
part don't I don't.
I
But
just did a
lynch,
little research. He was actually an abolitionist.
There you go.
John
all
Lynch
right,
was an abolitionist.
that's
You
pretty
can't
cool.
judge a book by its last name.
Oh,
Well, well,
hey,
there's a lot about Lynchburg. We the town of Lynchburg is really. I mean, there's a lot of black folks here, a lot, and there's a college here that not a lot of black people are fond of, but they do a lot for black folks here at that college, and
Mm.
even going back from what originated with the college. It started off as not a good place for black folks, but now it's putting a lot of black folks in a lot of good places. And we can always go back in history. We can all hang on something from the past, but if you look at where things are moving and where how we're able to rise and do things, even as far as paranormal investigating, I would say that the town of Lynchburg is thriving a lot from black folks. And even like the downtown infrastructure is growing and growing from a lot of
yeah,
black businesses and stuff downtown. So
yeah.
other than the name, there's not any problems here.
No, no, no. I'm good.
I actually grew up outside of Lynchburg from a town called
Hey,
Bedford County.
hey, I
But
actually heard that people in Virginia can actually cook some good barbecue.
Mhm.
You
I
know,
go further
Coming
south
back
for
from
the I go
Texas,
further south for the barbecue, but there's a few good barbecue places here.
yeah,
But
man.
I go a little further south for the barbecue.
I heard, yeah, no, I heard Virginians got some good barbecue, man. I would never knock somebody that's doing their thing with the grill. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. All right,
We
guys.
can
First
cook, but you go a
question.
little further for the barbecue.
Well, dude, I'm in Texas, man. And all we do is brisket. We're known for brisket, but damn, how many different ways can you cook a brisket? I'm
I don't
just,
know. How many ways can you cook a brisket?
yeah, I only
That's a
know
good
two
question.
ways. You can put it in the oven or you can put it on the grill. That's the only way I know.
All right.
I can't. I don't know any other way. I guess you can. I guess you can saute it if you want to. I mean, I don't know, but yeah. Hey, uh, I don't know if you guys ever watch YouTube, but there are three sisters that are on. They are medium, and I think they're all family members. And I think they're called Sisters Medium or something. Have you guys seen them?
Oh, I didn't get that. What'd you say? Sisters what?
Sisters Medium, if I'm right.
Sisters
It's
me?
a group. It's a group of black mediums that are on YouTube.
Okay.
Dude, and they're pretty good.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with them. I have to check them out. Where are they
But
from?
I'm not sure where they're from. They don't go into complete details on where exactly they're from. But the biggest question is, do you guys think that this is opening a door for other mediums of our nationality to come out and to share their stories about themselves, their mediumship, and Lord knows whatever that they do. How you guys feel about that?
Yeah, I mean, I think a lot of us are held back by the church. I recently had an experience where I went to church for the first time in a long time, and some guy tried to tell me that speaking to spirits is of the devil. And I I brought up some Bible verses, especially like rejoice not that the spirits must listen to you, rather rejoice that your name is written in the heavens. That's a verse from John. That tells me that we are, if your name is written in the heavens, you are supposed to talk to the spirits. You are supposed to be able to tell them, get out of here. And they do have to listen to you. And that's not of the devil. And I think a lot of people grow up in the church hearing that anything paranormal is of the devil. So it kind of, people that do have abilities, they don't really explore their ability or tell anybody about it because they're in fear of what the church is going to say and what people around them are going to say. So seeing more people out, embracing their ability is going to make more people say, hey, you know what, I have these senses too, let me explore that some more.
Yeah, I agree with you on that because I think because I'm tired of all of us being in the shadows with certain things. We're afraid to explore ourselves, our inner selves, and release all that energy that sometimes some people have built up in them. And to me, I'm like, oh, dude, come on, man. There's got to be something that can push these guys to come out of the shadows, to embrace what they are or what the possibility they could be. You know what I'm saying? What do you guys think on that?
For the medium sense, I mean, like I said, I'm not a medium. I haven't been able to harness that ability. I know everyone has that ability in them, but I haven't been able to harness it. But just speaking about, you know, people becoming more comfortable saying that they are mediums. I mean, when I talk to people and I tell them, what I do or what our group does, a lot of people mentioned that, yeah, I'm sensitive here. I can do this. I feel that I'm sensitive because of that, and I don't know what reason they don't take it a step further and try to explore it. I invite them out, go hunting with us, but sometimes they don't, a little bit scared because maybe they just haven't had the opportunity to, put their medium or their abilities to be in touch with spirits to, just to put it to the test. But they may be a little bit scared of it. So that's why I try to invite people out.
Okay.
But hopefully, with some things that have been happening recently, especially with the movie Sinners that's come out, I think exposed a lot of people to spirituality and mediums and things of that nature. So maybe people becoming a little bit more comfortable. Those abilities.
That was that movie was pretty interesting movies. What do you guys think about that movie? Do you think it opened up some eyes for some people, especially in the South? Considering that there's a lot people that do believe in certain things and ghosts, spirits, whatever the case may be. Do you think that particular movie opened up the eyes, mostly for the younger generation, not so much for the older generation, for the guys that are out here doing this now? Mostly about the younger generation. How do you think they feel about it?
Well, I think maybe watching the movie. It was a good movie. It was entertaining, and Ryan Coogler obviously did great research because talking to my mom and some of the older people about that grew up in Mississippi about what he was saying. I mean, it was on point as far as the spirits and the feelings of people and things like that. So he did a lot of great research. But I think maybe a lot of younger people just thought it was Hollywood entertainment. So maybe it kind of went over their heads a little bit, but got them interested. So
I think when it comes to Hollywood, a lot of things go over their heads.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We just can't. Here's the big question: do we need Hollywood to make ourselves available for the world? For the world to hear us. Do we need
Absolutely.
Hollywood?
Absolutely. And the reason why I say we need it is, well, I guess it depends on your location, but so let's take the ghost shows, for example, the ones we all make fun of and laugh at, especially like the ones that's entertainment. A lot of people don't like them for this reason and that reason, and I'm one of them that knows that a lot of it's entertainment. But what they do is it opens the doors for people like us. The gentleman on the top middle. Forgive me if I don't remember y'all's names. I have a terrible memory with names, but you brought up an interesting point. You said the church holds us back a lot, and you're 100% correct. I live in a town that has one of the biggest churches in the world, as far the most influential church. I'm Jerry Falwell. I'm sure all y'all have heard that name. Maybe not. But his name is huge in the church world. And his church is in this town. You can look it up, Liberty University. That's a huge church that's influenced around the world with everything religious. Now, the reason why I can't do any investigations in Lynchburg is because the first thing people bring up is y'all conjuring demons. It says it in the Bible. That's the first roadblock I have. Now, because we have a company and we're able to host events, I'm making a little bit of headway in Lynchburg with it, with our company, Hill City After Dark. And because of the ghost shows, it's more and more people are seeing that, okay, y'all aren't conjuring demons. Y'all are literally just trying to have a conversation. So because of the shows, they see the entertainment value with it. They see that okay, they're not just a bunch of people in black shirts and they're part of some kind of demon ritual. They're just literally walking in with equipment. That looks interesting. I want to do that. So more and more people are getting influenced to try this and see how this works. They're trying to see what we're doing. The lady in the top mentioned that she does ghost tours. What's drawing people interested and more interested in that stuff is what they're seeing on TV and what they're in Hollywood. That all that stuff that Zach Bagans and all those guys are doing is all Hollywood. All that stuff, Ghost Brothers, all that stuff is Hollywood. Dalen, if you look at Dalen Spratt off of the behind the scenes when he's doing his little podcast and interviews with other people, he'll tell you all that stuff was Hollywood. The cameraman told me to act this way, told me to do that. That's great in my opinion because what it did was that 13 or 14-year-old who's watching that with their wide eyes, they're saying, Mom, I want to do that. The guys who show up to our ghost tours and our public events, they're saying, do you have that thing they have on TV that shows the stick figures? Yeah, I got it over here. Let's use it. And it's bringing more people, more young people into what we're doing. So I think we need Hollywood to keep opening the doors that are closing because the older generation of the church is saying y'all are conjuring demons, John this and Ephesians that, and they're throwing scripture at us. But those are the same people in the church who are going outside for a smoke break or who'll stick their middle finger up at you at a stoplight. So I think Hollywood will continue to open the doors for us with that. So I think we do need it. That's just my opinion.
Okay, okay. Does anybody object to that? I mean, the floor
Me,
is open to you. All right,
me,
talk to me.
I object to it 100% because there's a lot of stuff in paranormal world that can be dangerous. You can get hurt. You can be physically impact dead. It can hurt you. It can harm you, and it's it could be dangerous. Okay, and the last thing we need is a bunch of dinglings going out there, going to some place that they shouldn't be going and getting hurt or even dying. Um, there's a lot of it's not a game. It's a very serious thing that we're doing. Me for I pick and choose where I want to go because I want to live tomorrow. That's why I do that. And another thing that I'm gonna say is that um as far as church is concerned, I'm Catholic, but I no longer go anymore because I was told I shouldn't be doing what I'm doing, and it's against everything else. And I said, okay, fine. So I'm changed to Buddhism now, which is where I am right now, and it's like less evasive, and I could do whatever I want to do, and I usually get cleansed every 6 months because I do a lot. I work with a lot of spirits, good, bad. Um, it can be daunting, and as far as I've helped Terry come out of his situation, I've cleansed him many times because certain spirits didn't like where he was going and what he was doing. So yeah, it's not an easy thing to do, and sometimes Hollywood can make it look so simple and so easy, which is not. um it's totally the opposite sometimes, and it made fun of the paranormal. It made it into a joke, and it's not a joke. It's for us people who are doing this. It's not a hobby for me. For me, it's 24/7. I do this all the time now. From the time I wake up to the time I go to bed, I'm always helping people, and it's not something I take lightly. I don't joke about it. I'm very serious about what I do, and I will never say I'm a psychic medium because I can't do it in this country because I can't tell anybody what I do because I'll be thrown in the loony bin. So I'm very quiet about what I do. I don't tell anybody what I do, and I still can't come out, and I still can't say anything what I do either. So yeah, for my country, it's very hard to come out and say anything. So I just don't. I just keep really quiet and walk very, 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 very on my own very path, very quietly and stealthily. So yeah, that's what I have to say about that.
Okay, well, hey, we're going to keep it with the woman's perspective. Any other young ladies would like to continue with with this?
I can see both sides of it. When I say I was doing ghost tours, I think that was mainly before the ghost hunting shows got popular. You know, I had some experiences when I was younger, and it just kind of intrigued me, and I was always interested in it. One of my friends back in Illinois used to call me morbid because I used to go to these tours during the summer, and I took my son with me one day, and he had some personal experiences, and he was like just freaked out about it, and just didn't understand what I saw in it. Um, I know a lady on my team. She belongs to the LDS church, which don't believe. I was told don't believe in the paranormal, but she's on my team and she clearly believes in it. So I guess I can kind of see both sides of it.
Okay, all right. What, Drana, what you think? Can she hear us?
Yeah, she heard you. Come on.
Can y'all hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. I agree with both sides as well, but like we, as Sean was saying, in a sense, we do need the entertainment side to continue to bring in other people to help them be, I guess, not curious. Well, in a sense, curious about what we do and the paranormal and stuff like that to get them into it. But it can be dangerous. I ask Mike all the time, like, what are we trying to do? What are we trying to prove to others out there that don't believe? Because there's so many skeptics. So how far do we need to go, or what type of evidence do we need until someone actually believes the things that we see or the things that we hear? Are we putting ourselves in danger? And we are every time we go out and do something, because we don't know what we're dealing with. A lot of places that we go to, we like to go to places that nobody else has ever been. We don't like to go to the places that like is a tourist trap and everybody's been there. We like to go to places that is new, new territory. So, I mean, it's I don't know. It's scary.
You know, the biggest question that I have for you guys is we've all investigated at one point or another, but yet there is not a very valid reason on why we do this. Do we do it for the thrill? Do we do it for the educational purposes? Do we do it for the history? Or do we do it just because it's something to do?
I say all of the above.
I was gonna say all. We do it for all the purposes. We do it for the thrill. I know I get an adrenaline rush from going out to some locations. I do it for the history. I do it for to find out the evidence. Is there actual after or evidence there? Like I do it for everything.
I always say paranormal investigators are like first responders. When everybody's running out the building, we're running in.
And I think you're right because I was just talking to somebody on Facebook. You know, they were being super sassy with some of the stuff that I put out there. And I always tell them, dude, you can criticize all you want. But when you hear something that you cannot understand or you see something that you cannot understand, I guarantee you I'll be the first person you call. It
And they'll
happens
be running while you'll be going in there. They'll be running out going, ah! You'll be
Yep.
going, where? What? Where?
Exactly. Where? What you hear?
Yeah, I think that's probably another reason that we do. Well, at least I do investigation more for confirmation. I mean, I'm a believer, and when we go out investigating and we see something that may confirm our beliefs, try to document that and present that to other people, and they can make up their own mind whether they believe or not. But hopefully, we get some documentation and some evidence that we can present or post online, and people can make up their own minds. But it's more, I go out there for confirmation around what I believe in.
You know, one of the biggest questions that I've yet to have people ask you when I ask, nobody can answer. Instead of when we collect evidence and we want to present it to specific individuals, why come we don't present it to the church? But yeah, we try somehow, some way to present it to the scientific community. So why not present it to the church first, then to the scientific, to the scientific community?
See, now you're trying to start a fight.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
No, I'm just wondering.
Terry,
The reason I say that, the
How
reason I say that, the reason I say that is because they don't want to hear it. That's number
Yeah.
one. And for number two, they think what we do is evil. Okay, but at the same time, these are the same people that's pretty much praying to a ghost or to a spirit. You know,
Yeah,
the Bible
when
even
you say
says spirit or Holy Ghost.
when you go,
You understand what I'm
Father,
saying? But
Son,
they don't.
Holy Spirit, right? That's the one that you're praying to, right? You're praying to the
Right.
Father, the Son, the Holy
Holy Spirit. Yeah.
Spirit, right? Yeah. So they are praying to the Spirit. And when they say the prayers, that is also an intention. You're using your intentions, you're bringing it out. So it is like, I'm also a witch, okay? So you're bringing out your intentions. You're making it so it works. So it's also a spell when you sing a prayer, right? I don't care whatever you think, it doesn't matter. But you're bringing your intentions when you say that prayer. So it is kind of like saying a spell. So you're making it so it works towards what you need to have that prayer to work for, or who to work for it, or whom you're helping. That is also a spell. So it kind of it goes against what everyone else thinks. Yeah.
It's
You
conflicting.
know,
Yeah. I'd have to say that when you talk about the church, the church is a tough audience, Terry. Man, that's a tough audience to convince, especially especially the Catholic Church. I mean, we all know about the exorcism
Yeah.
and things like that.
Yep.
Of course, that's not really apparitions as far as ghosts. It's more, spirit, negative spirits.
so basically, you guys would prefer to present your evidence to the scientific community rather than the religious community, which they're both tough.
Well, I
They're
think
both
scientific
tough.
community is tough as well. Yeah. I mean,
I think the difference is the scientific community would look at facts as facts, and the church is just not trying to hear it.
yeah,
Yeah.
I agree with that.
I mean, does it depends on what church it is? Or
And I think it
Absolutely.
depends. I think it depends on the individual because I have a brother. Well, both of my brothers, one passed away, but both of them was preachers, apostles, and believe it or not, they watch our videos. Well, my oldest brother now watch our videos, and he believes in God. You know what I'm saying? So I think it all depends on the individual and also what they have experienced as well. So it can. Yeah, once again, I think it depends on the individual and also how they're taught. And you know what I mean? Because that plays a big factor on preachers or people that's giving out the word of God. You know what I'm saying? So if they don't want to see nothing in a different way, it ain't going to change them. They have to want to look at, when it comes down to religion, when it comes down to ghosts or whatever, they got to want to see it in another way besides the way that they learn and see, or what they're taught. Because me personally, I believe there's there's two sides to every story, but they only want to see one side. And I think that's where the problems come in, and when it comes down to the churches and the spirits or ghosts or whatever the case may be, because they only want to see it from one side.
Mm. And I think you're absolutely right. Uh, you know, it's really hard to try to make a point. When we're trying to make a point and nobody's listening, sometimes some of us gets a little uh what's the word I'm looking for? Some of us get a little, it gets to us, so what do we need to do to make sure that our point is heard and it's understood in the paranormal community?
I don't think it's what we need to do. I think it's more about what they want to open up to. Because on regardless on what we do, you know what I'm saying, going out doing these videos or whatever the case may be, if they're not open up to the idea, they ain't gonna change it.
No. And a lot of people, like any other, I'm sure, like probably all of us on this board, we have personally experienced something to make us believe or get into the paranormal a little bit more. So I think until those people experience their own, then they might.
I mean, people still experience it, but still deny it at the same time. You know what I'm saying? So
that's actually true because my brother, my brother had experienced something at the hotel in Jerome, the Grand Hotel in Jerome. He had an experience there, but when it comes to me and presenting stuff that I found, he always tries to find a way to debunk it. And I know, dude, this is what I heard. This is what I caught. And he's like, and he always has an excuse, like with my my portal. Well, you can't use a spirit box or a portal because people can hack into them. I'm like, but I'm in the middle of nowhere, in the middle of the night. Who's gonna know to hack my spirit box? It's like, dude, come on. So he always coming up with an excuse, even though he had his own experience. I just go, yeah, okay.
But isn't it, there's a point, there's a limit, okay? If I see something and I know it's there, okay? If I see a person or a spirit, okay, I call it a person because to me there's still people. If I see a person, okay, and he's talking to me, it's not my responsibility to make you see what I see. If you can see it, fine. If you believe me, fine. But if you don't, that's fine too. But it's not my responsibility to make you see what I see. You understand? It's I'm there. I'm gonna show you. This is what I see. This is what I heard. This is the voice he's talking to me. And believe me or not, that's fine. Believe me, yeah. If you don't, that's fine too. But I'm here to show you what I see. If you believe me, that's fine too. If you don't believe me, that's fine too. If you don't like it, that's fine too. But I'm not going to make you see what I see. It's up to you.
Interesting. Man, we're going to go to the comments now because we got a couple comments. Let's see here. You guys know Pam Harris. This is something Pam says, and I want you guys, I don't know if you guys can see that.
Yeah, let's see it.
Mm-hmm.
The only problem that I have with this is sometimes spirits you might present something that they've never seen before, so they're a little hesitant to want to interact with it. But then they should be used to seeing things, and I get it. Sometimes they might not. They seen things so much they might not say, "Fuck that." I mean, excuse my language, or forget that. I'm not going to deal with that. You know what I'm saying? But there are some out there that have never experienced A2 or REM pod, and just some of these basic devices that we present that they've never seen before.
Yeah,
So
that's true.
it can be either way.
Yeah, that's true. Especially older spirits, the ones that are from the long time ago era. Um, I went on an investigation. Terry and I, we were on a we did a podcast, and the spirit told me put those away. I said okay, I'll put it away. Like I don't want to see those. I don't want to. I don't know what you're there for, but I don't like them. But put those away. I said okay. So I end up putting them away in my bag and said okay, we won't use it. Yeah, like yeah. So they tell you whether whether they're comfortable with it or not. Um, that's why I go without. That's why I don't use any equipment when I go out because some of the older spirits don't like it. Like they said, no,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna deal with that.
We even
How
had
could
a
how could
How do you
young
communicate? How did she communicate?
um tell
go
me
ahead?
to eat shit when I tried to tell her to move the cat ball. It
Yep,
told me through the
Yeah.
spirit talker to eat shit.
yeah,
And then later I
yep,
got on the call with Irene and we communicated with her again and she was like, oh, you were trying to help. I'm sorry, I thought you were interfering. So a lot of times they'll see those devices as like being interferences.
yeah, yeah.
Mm.
And it's not of their era, right?
Yeah.
You know, I I'm always been super critical of devices. How do you guys feel about the spirit box? I mean, because that's one of those devices where I'm super critical of. But I had an experience when we were out in investigation, and I know damn well I this person screamed, they yelled my name,
Right. Me,
and
me
they
personally,
scared.
me
Go ahead.
personally, when it comes down to the spirit boxes, to a certain extent, I believe in it, especially if they say a name that, like for example, Drina. My we done been on investigations where the spirit box actually said her name. And see, one thing about that, her name is not a real common name. You see what I'm
Right.
saying? See, like if they say my name or Terry name, Mike Terry, that's a common name. But when they say Drina name, that's not common. So it makes
No.
you wonder, and also I had a spirit box that led me to my dad's grave. You
Wow.
know what I'm saying? So I can believe into them to a certain extent. Now everything that comes to the spirit box, no, you can't say it's paranormal. But when you get
No.
certain things that come through that, you're like, how would they know her name? You know what I'm saying? And not only that, I done had a spirit box uh said something in my voice. It clearly was my voice. You know what I'm saying? It sounded exactly like me. So when things like that happen, you got to think about it. You got to say some of these devices could be manipulated by spirits. You know what I'm saying? But it's just, to me, the best tool out there, to be honest with you, I think is the voice recorder.
That's what
Because
I
if
like.
you got two people there and y'all the only two there, you get a voice that's ain't nobody there. You know what I'm saying? How could you debunk that? You know what I'm saying? So to answer your question, I think some of them are real. I think they can be manipulated by spirits.
Yeah, I had some experience with I don't use spirit box a lot, but we did have I'm a fan of the spirit box. We did an investigation in the western suburbs in Chicago a few years back. It was out. Somebody mentioned Al Capone. It was one of these gangster spots back in the 30s that they used to torture people in the basement of. I forget the name of it. It's a rim and tire shop now. But anyway, we went in there. We were investigating. We had the spirit box, and words and names were coming through. And the owner of this place, I forget his name, but it was kind of a very unusual and long Italian name. And the spirit box actually picked up that name while we were down there, which was definitely kind of unusual, like you said. It's not a common name. It's not something that you would ordinarily expect to be coming across. But
Right.
more confirmation that maybe something was going on.
Oh yeah, guys. Would any of
Remember,
you
they saw
guys?
you coming before you even go there. They knew you were
Yeah,
coming. They know your
they
name.
probably did.
They know what you wear. They know what you ate. They know when you go to the bathroom. They know everything, and they even know
Mhm.
your fears. They know everything about you before you even go in there.
I wouldn't doubt that.
Usually when I use a spirit box, I have it. I hook it up to my portal because all of that static and stuff just gets on my nerves. But with the portal, it weeds out all of that, and I get the voices so much clearer. Yeah, because I've been yelled at to get out when we were in this trailer down in southern Arizona. I get a lot. And of course, I use the voice recorder too, so I catch a lot on that as well.
All right, guys, we'll change it up a little bit. Hey, any of you guys are interested in purchasing a haunted location? If you guys had the money, would you guys consider doing that?
I probably would.
Yeah, I think I would too.
What about you, Sean? Would you consider purchasing one?
I'm working on it.
He working on it. Dude, I mean, the reason why I'm
buy one here,
asking,
they're free.
yeah, I mean,
Well,
the
look,
reason,
there is there was a murder here in Illinois. You may be familiar with it. Many years ago, I mean, it's like in the 60s. What was the guy's name? Richard Speck. He killed 8 nurses in the building, a residential area. The building is still here. It was on 93rd Street in Chicago, near a hospital. These nurses were students at the hospital. Richard Speck was like he was a wanderer or vagrant, and he some kind of way he got into the building where these nurses were all staying, and he killed 8 of them. One of them survived. But that place was for sale like about it's a condo sort of thing. It was for sale about 5 or 6 years ago. It wasn't that much. You might have been interested in buying it, Terry. I think it was only about $70,000 or something like that. But
dude, I mean,
That's not bad.
That is not bad. That is not bad at all.
I don't think anybody's ever investigated that place. I've been thinking about doing it, but
that would be cool.
Private owners live there. I'm pretty sure they don't know the history of where they're living at as well. So,
well, I think any bank will give you a loan on that, and you can flip that real quick. $70,000, you can definitely get your money back in a year's time if you promote it and like you should or like you can. Yeah, I think if you build it, they will come.
Yeah, I don't know. You got to kind of respect the people that lost their lives there as well. I don't know if I want to be, trying to make a profit off of that particular building, but there.
I mean, but you have to look at all the other locations that people are making millions off of.
Yeah.
And to me, I think, well, hell, what's the difference?
Well, this is
between
true.
These guys doing it, and me want to buy my own little location in Central Texas. I mean, the only issue that I would have that some of these guys might have is I might lure some of your potential clients away because I won't be as expensive as what you are.
Well, what I'm interested in what some of you guys think. We've promoted a couple of paranormal investigations, and I'm not trying to make a profit off of it. If we had a couple of places we went to in Michigan, it costs to break even. It was $40 a person. That's what we charge per person.
Wow.
But some of these places out here charge $200-$300. Crazy money. Like you're going to see Michael Jackson and Prince in concert right now.
Right?
Yeah.
And that's just, I don't know what's going on, and I don't know who's paying that type of price. I mean, I try to, if we put an investigation together and it's going to cost me $30-$40 to break even, or maybe throw in another extra $10 to buy food and drinks for folks during halftime break or whatever. That's all we're charging, more than $50. So
Right.
I've seen places charging $50, $200, crazy.
Yeah,
It goes against everything what it's supposed to be about.
Absolutely.
And it's kind of like I don't know, making it a thing out of it, like an amusement park out of it, right?
Mhm.
which is it really isn't. You know, I can understand paying what 20 or 30 bucks each, right? But yeah, it's ridiculous how much they want you uh, to pay. Especially there's one place that I know, Lexington, um, and North Carolina. North Carolina is a battleship, and they want a lot of money out of that just for one person. So they always go in as a group to stay overnight. It's really expensive. It's almost like an arm and a leg just to get your group, their group, and another group to go in all together, and so they can pay the fee to stay overnight and do the investigation. But that goes against everything what it's supposed to be, right? And
Yeah.
it doesn't make sense for us here. Um, you only pay $4, right? Mostly, and it's all public. This place here, where my backdrop is haunted too. A guy was I think he was murdered, so they made him to appease his spirit. But it is very haunted. And it only costs $4 to go in to get in there. Just a little entrance fee, and that's it, which is reasonable. And all these other places that have these things here like this are very haunted. So the shrines are very haunted, and it's always something tragic happened to the people or to a group of people that died. And there's no real haunted paranormal place to that charges money to go in there, because it's all free, or it's all like you can go in if you want to, and like it's up to you, um at your own risk, right? So I agree, like to upkeep of the place, to make sure the water's running, to make sure the lights are going, still working, make sure you have toilets that are running, make sure you have water running, and you have a sink going if you're going to have people overnight, or have a cot there for the upkeep. I understand that, but anything beyond that, no, that's ridiculous, right?
Yeah, we were a couple summers ago. We were doing my team. We actually sponsored some events where we actually paid the fee to get into some of these places, but we didn't charge the public. So we let them come out and investigate with us for free, and they actually loved it. Got a little costly. We didn't do it too too long, but it was actually pretty cool because some of the teams, they want to charge 50, 60, $70 to go out and investigate with them for a couple of hours. It's like, no, we're not
Hmm.
going to do that. We're going to let them come out for free and investigate with us. It's
Yeah,
probably not a bad idea to do it again, maybe even this summer. We'll see. But it was pretty cool.
yeah.
Mm. All right,
And we
guys.
do, and we do because we love it.
Yep.
I love it. I love it. Hey, do you guys now? Will, I know you do mostly commercial, right? You don't do too much of residential.
Yeah, we do mostly commercial, not residential. Haven't had an opportunity to do well. We had a couple of opportunities, never came through for residential. So most of the stuff we do is commercial. Yeah.
How does the people up in Chicago? How do they feel about what you guys do?
I mean, there's a lot of people in Chicago. Everybody's got different opinions, but I can't say as a whole, but the people that I run into, a lot of people that are interested in paranormal, but they just don't want to take that initial step, put their toe in the water to see how it feels. But they have an interest. That's why you talked about doing free stuff, and you're very generous if you're paying for renting out a place that has to open up and have somebody there monitoring the place while you're investigating. But generally, in the summertime we will do. I mentioned Bachelor Grove Cemetery earlier. It's open to the public. I mean, it's a public area and it's free, and it's a good place to do some investigation if you have never done it before. So, sometimes one time in the summer, we'll probably invite the public out to Bachelor's Grove and say just meet at Bachelor Grove Cemetery for people that are interested to come out. And we'll have some equipment out there. They can try it out and see what's going on. And it doesn't cost us any money. doesn't cost them any money, and they get to experience a little bit of a real paranormal investigation, as opposed to some of the ghost tour type of things where you just walk along and the tour guide points to a place and say this happened and that happened there, and give you a scary story sort of thing.
Okay, cool. Now this conversation here, I mean this question here might be sort of kind of controversial for some, but I'm gonna ask it anyway. What are the biggest misconceptions about paranormal investigators of color?
People don't believe that black people ghost hunt is kind of funny. Yeah, black people don't go ghost hunting. What's wrong with you? I hear that a lot. It's like,
that's number one right there.
Yeah. I made a AI reel about one of the things that my grandmother told me, and it was pretty funny. You guys probably seen it. If my grandmother always told me, if you see something you don't understand, you run from it. And I made an AI generated reel about that, and it was pretty interesting. So the biggest misconceptions about paranormal investigators of color is, it's something that we normal don't do. But those of us that do it are one of a kind. We're not afraid to step our foot out there and see what's going on. And
You mean we're a different breed of people, right? We're a different breed of people.
Yeah, totally different breed of people.
We don't walk the same paths as everyone goes this way. We go, nah, I'm gonna go this way. Like we choose our own path. We don't. They say do this. They say, nah, I don't think so. I'm gonna do that. Instead, yeah. We're kind of like odd people. Everyone says jump. We said, nah, I don't think so. Like.
It's crazy because we never got any back. Yeah, we never got any backlash from nobody. Actually, everything's been positive, really. When people find out we ghost hunt, or investigate, or whatever you want to call it. I actually got black friends that want to tag along because we do it. You know what I'm saying? And every now and then you might hear a couple people. Like I got a cousin that says crazy stuff, but she crazy herself, so I ignore her. But so it's like it's all a positive thing when it comes down to us. We never got no negative feedback or nothing.
And
at least our face. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what they say behind our back, but at least our face, they haven't said nothing negative.
I mean, I think I get it behind my back more so than, like you say, in my face.
Right.
Because a lot of people out here, especially in the South, are smack down in the Bible Belt, so they're super critical about every little thing. I've been name called. I've been, people tried to take the stickers off my car and all stuff like that. And it's like, dude, what the hell are you doing? So you got some people out here that will make you want to snap on them.
I just try to educate.
But
you know what I'm saying?
But
I just my thing is that they don't want to understand it or want to get to know it. That's their issue.
No.
You know what I mean? So
they're afraid. They're afraid of it. They're afraid. They're afraid of something that keeps bumping at night.
Yeah.
And you know what? You know what else? When you said that was crazy, I love being crazy. Thank you. That's a compliment, because if they're saying, well, you're not normal, I said, now why the hell would I want to be normal?
Why would I want to be normal?
And I'm just perfect the way I am. You can call me nuts, you can call me crazy, you can call me batty, you can call me whatever you want. I don't care. At least I'm honest, right?
And that's one thing I can say about everybody on the panel. We are totally honest at what we do. I mean, I don't think nobody on this panel have ever put something out they know they didn't do.
Yeah.
That goes against every damn thing that we stand for.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And hell, I couldn't sleep at night knowing that I've
And we're
done
not
something.
afraid. And we're not afraid to say it either.
Right.
They said it's hard to educate the stupid.
You know, hey, so what do you guys think the most challenging part about being a paranormal investigator?
Finding new locations
Yeah,
for us.
finding new
Finding
locations
new
for us.
locations. I think this year I wanted us to reach out and do more like of the tourist stuff. Do more well-known. And Mike had suggested doing more well-known places. When we were in Texas,
Costs too much.
when we were in Texas, we were gonna do Yorktown. Even Terry yelled at us because he was like, "Don't pay to go to places. I got a bunch of free places y'all can go to." But Yorktown was 300
3 hours.
for 3 hours, I think it was.
3 hours.
Dude, they're
And-
charging,
I said, hell no, we're not spending that type of money. It's crazy.
they're
Nope.
charging $100 an hour to go.
Exactly.
That's a Beyonce ticket or a
Right?
Swift ticket or something.
Crazy, man.
So
And then
There's a location in Tombstone that charges $750 for 5 hours, and they only let 5 people in.
wow.
Like, y'all
Crazy,
crazy.
man. Ridiculous.
They
and
better
then,
guarantee some ghosts.
yeah,
Right? Right?
and the crazy
That's,
thing,
that's one thing that's, I try to tell people that they watch these ghost shows and I'm sure you guys have been ghost hunting and, on overnights and you might be there and then nothing happened that particular night.
Yep, exactly.
They don't come out on command.
Yeah, absolutely.
or if they come out, they'll look at you and like, man, I seen you last week. What you're doing? I'm serious, man. These guys are picky, and they understand the concept. They see you, and they remember.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Like, man,
but
I'm
it's
not
nothing
gonna
like
deal with
going to a
people.
location and it's hot. I like that, man. You've been
You know
there
what I'm
for
saying?
15,
So
20
when-
minutes and it's some activity.
You know,
going
when Mike and Dre, when they came to visit me, and I'm like, what the hell? You know, what? They didn't give me no time. They didn't give me nothing. Yeah, I get a phone call. Hey, man, we're here we're in San Antonio. You want to? Hey, I'm like, oh my, what the hell, dude? Come on, man.
We popped up on Eddie and Jen the same
it
way.
was last minute.
Yeah, we popped on Eddie and Jen the same way.
We're real spontaneous.
I took you guys to a location where I knew that you can get in, that you can do for free. And
we got evidence.
You can go in there and investigate as long as you want, and nobody will mess with you. And that place is unbelievable. And I'm telling you, dude, if I had 500K, I would definitely buy it.
Oh, you're talking about the nursing home?
No, the Bartlett House.
Oh, okay.
Jen said
They're asking 500K for that.
we popped up on them.
You know,
That's how much the
and I'm
nursing home.
you know what? Actually, I think on their way back, I think they passed the nursing home up.
Yeah,
we didn't stop,
we said next time we come, that way you're gonna take us to a couple locations, and the nursing home is one of them.
I don't think that nursing home. I don't know when you guys are planning on coming back, but I don't know if that nursing home is going to be there. You know, it's been there for a while, and we just had 2 locations. One burnt down, and one got knocked down.
Oh wow.
You know, so Austin, the way Austin is going, they're killing all the haunted locations. They're putting high rises, and whatever the case may be, to on these locations. And I'm not saying that the spirits might not be there, you know, because they see maybe 3-dimensional. So whatever we think's not there, they might think is still there, and they might see that the place is still there and continue doing their thing. I don't know.
Somebody said
But-
$750. Does that come with dinner in the movie?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Is that the same nursing home, Terry, that you forgot to bring chocolate when an old lady asked me to tell you to bring chocolate? You never brought any chocolate, and she got really annoyed.
Yeah, that's the same. That's the same location.
Yeah.
You know? And dude, I took in there. You know what? I took in there. Ian got initiated right there that night when I took him to that place.
Yep. and there was a
That place,
SKINWALKER in there,
that
and one
place
of
is
our other
unbelievable.
members got affected,
Oh, yeah.
and it was a whole thing.
I tell you what, man, I got so paranoid. I left my members there.
Yeah, you did. You were out. I was the only one helping
I
her
was
out.
out of there. I bet, hey man, y'all part of my team. Hey, not at this moment, you not. I'm up out of here.
Hey, I thought that place was very.
You sound like me,
I thought
Terry. I'm
that
out of
place
there,
was
baby.
docile. I thought that place was docile. I thought that place was yeah, it wasn't that bad.
That place is unbelievable, man. When the situation went down, I grabbed all my equipment. I cared more about my equipment than I cared about my team. I'm gone. And then what's so crazy about it, guys? We had a guest. We had a guest with us that night, and he experienced everything that went down that night. Now I don't know if it changed him, but I do know that every time I see him, he brings that up.
It
So
probably freaked him out.
yeah, definitely. There's no ifs and buts about it. He was definitely in an emotional state.
Mm.
And that's a location where you can just go right into. You know what I'm saying?
But that place is really docile as far as I'm concerned. It's between 1 to 10. And I figured that place would be a 4.
No, man, that place has got to be. What do you think, Ian? Probably about a 7 or 8?
On 1 to 10, I'd say an 8 or 9. But if you take that one thing out, it's a 1.
Yeah.
See,
It's just that one thing in the corner that's over there, and it'll mostly leave you alone and stay in that corner. But when we went over there fucking with it, that's when shit hit the fan.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
when you learn not to do it. You learn not to do that.
So yeah, you guys want to come to Texas, man? I urge you guys to get back to check that place out because it will not hit your pocket. I guarantee you. But you definitely catch something.
Which
It
place
won't
was
be
this?
It was an
the
abandoned
nursing home in
home.
Elgin, the one I was telling you guys about, the one you guys passed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, and it's something about a nursing home that spirits just love hanging out there.
People die in them, man.
Yeah.
It's like hospitals,
But
you know?
also, Terry, that place has a gatekeeper. Okay, you have to understand that too.
Yes.
And he's
gatekeepers. I don't know. How do you
there.
guys feel about
You
gatekeepers?
see, yeah.
No, it does, and all the spirits were scared, so they weren't even inside. They were all on the outskirts and in the courtyard and in the basement and other rooms. But in the main hallway, the gatekeeper had them all on lock and scared and pushed off.
Yeah, you
You
see,
can do
he
anything. They
controls
couldn't
what they say.
say anything.
He controls everything, right?
Yeah, that place is weird, man. I would love to get all you guys down to Texas to check that place out.
We
It's
need
Set
all
it
awesome.
up, man. Set it
Go
up.
check
We'll
that.
get down
We
there.
need every single
sounds
one of you
cool.
to go back in there.
Hey, but hey, I'm letting the guests go first.
Don't worry, Ian. We'll bring Terry here, and he can go first.
I've been there. Yeah, I've been there. How many times have I been to a nursing home? I've been there like 4 or 5 times. And that particular time, I really felt like I was out of place there.
Wow.
Like I didn't belong there. Or I wasn't part of the situation or whatever was going on there. You know, but when that situation happened, I looked, I say, man, let me get my equipment and get the hell up out of here. I mean, I was gone. I was the first one out.
Someone asked about Indiana. Is that where the Sally House is?
Terry, could it be the person you were with that they didn't like?
It's a possibility. You know,
Yes.
have you like
Yeah, when we first walked in, the spirit talker told me she's dangerous. And I thought it was talking about some spirit that was in there, but then I don't know. I think later it was talking about somebody we were with.
Yeah,
You
and
know,
they didn't like it.
there's always that possibility, guys, that you have somebody that is always doing things when when you guys aren't together, always, just doing stuff out of the norm, and they bring that energy with you on an investigation. You're not knowing what they're doing, but they bringing that energy with you. It just messes up everything.
Yep.
Yep. It's really
And
hard.
they don't like it. They don't like it. They'll do anything to make that person leave.
Yeah, and that's exactly what happened.
That's why I always tell people, man, mental health is a real thing, dude, when it comes to whether somebody's got mental health issues or part of your organization, or they got mental health issues if you're investigating their location. It's always that possibility. That's why you got to dig into whatever situation. You just got to dig into it.
Mm-hmm.
It's
that's true.
You got to do your homework.
Yep.
Yeah, what you are is what you create also. So if you create something, it's gonna make it, yeah.
But guys, what is some of the things that you guys have learned on your investigations when you're out investigation? Mr. Sean, I'm gonna start with you on that one.
What have I learned?
Yeah.
Just applying science to investigation. In my opinion, you cannot investigate paranormal without science. Applying just a basic middle school science. Not everything that moves, not everything you hear, not everything you see is paranormal. And keeping that in mind while you investigate, never go without your camera or your recorder. A lot of times, investigations that I've had that I thought were just horrible and slow and nothing happened, I go back and review my camera and realize that was the most active investigation that I had. And so I see a lot of teams and a lot of people that investigated without cameras, and they talk about how slow their investigation was, how nothing happened just because their equipment didn't go off. And I've had nights where nothing happened, no EVPs, no equipment was going off, and look at my camera and heard voices talking over top of me, seeing things moving, doors closing that I didn't even know were open and closing, and all kind of stuff happening. And again, science, keeping that in mind, and keeping track of phases of the moon, temperature, barometric pressure, stuff like that.
Okay. So you basically the one with the tool belt on.
I do.
Well, I think every paranormal team should have someone that has that tool belt on. And I wish I was the one, because if I was the one, boy, I'd debunk everything. I'd be up on the roof trying to figure things out. I'd be up on the roof, man. You got claims of you hearing this, you hearing that, you hearing feet up in the attics, this and that. I have that attic open with my head sticking out. Oh yeah, there's a squirrel over there. There's a possum in your over here. Hey, I try my best to debunk everything, because the more you debunk everything, the more relaxed your people that own the residence will be.
It came from doing a lot of residentials. So when you're doing residentials, it's a little bit different than when you're doing the pay-to-play places. You have to be more scientific. Most residentials, I'd say 99% of residentials I've done were simple science.
Okay.
Okay, guys. I think I'm gonna have to excuse myself, guys. But it's been a good conversation. Definitely keep me posted on the next one.
All right.
Nice to meet you.
Well, nice
Nice
to
to
meet you again, sir, and we'll be talking soon.
All right, you set that investigation up down there in Austin and invite everyone down. We'll meet you there.
I will. I will. Hey, matter of fact, I will.
right.
I'll set it up for hopefully June,
There you
maybe
go.
July.
All right, it's
Give
a
you
nice
guys
field.
a chance to get it together. All right, brother. You enjoy your cold night up there, man, and appreciate you coming on the show. And I hope to hear from you soon.
All right.
Bye.
All right, Mr. William. All right, man. Yeah. So, guys, you know what? I totally agree with everything Sean says, man. Because I mean, you have to.
Yep.
I mean,
I
you
would say
have to
definitely,
get everything.
definitely do your research before going into a location. Getting
You
all
know,
the information you can. And, yeah.
Yeah,
but
I don't. Me personally, I don't want to know the paranormal aspect of a place I go into, because you look, if you know what's going to happen, or assume what's going to happen, that's what you look for. But if you go in there open minded and don't know nothing about the area, it's a whole different investigation, because you don't look. Yeah, totally different, because you don't look for those things to happen that people said to happen. You know what I'm saying? So,
It's not in your head. It's not in your
right,
head.
right,
And
right.
you
So I
don't
like to go in there open minded
and you
and
don't
don't know
expect you
his
don't expect it. That's why
right.
I like going in blind. I like going in blind too. Especially
Yeah.
I'm doing residential. I don't want to know what's going on. I don't want to hear
Hmm.
any EVPs. I don't want to hear anything. And I'll just go what I feel. What I feel is what I see. And
Hmm.
it doesn't sometimes it messes up, right? What's being what you read or what you see. It messes you up
now,
internally. So you're expecting that.
do you guys think there's a reason why there is a decline of people that are going in to pay to play? Because I've noticed that people
Well,
aren't too much interested in these big locations no more, because they already know what to expect.
right.
They're
Not
not.
only that, but prices as well.
Yeah, I was going to say they charge so much money. It's
Yeah.
ridiculous.
Hmm.
And you can't really do a real investigation because it's like 20 to 30 people.
Right.
So what are you hearing? You're just hearing everybody that's around you. You're not really getting real like evidence unless you have images of something. But there's no real investigation going on.
Right.
And
And
I think the other thing is,
somebody's saying a whole bunch of Lord of hoopla, right?
Right.
That you yeah. And
and those that like
and,
really want to actually investigate all these places that you pay to go to. It's like they brought in a bunch of dolls and other stuff to like soup up the
yeah.
energy. And then
Yeah.
you got people that went in there with Ouija boards and open portals. And so now you're dealing with a whole bunch of stuff that has nothing to do with the history of the property at all. And you're talking to
Yeah.
spirits that aren't even from there.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's the thing about it, because we do these investigations, we don't know what type of spirit we're talking to. We don't know where these spirits come from. So that can actually be with any haunted location, because you don't know. Basically, we really don't know who we're dealing with or who we're talking to. You know what I'm saying? So that spirit that might say that they are this person might not be that person. You know what I'm saying? Because they can manipulate anything. You know what I'm saying? So, you don't really know who you're dealing with, pretty much. Or what you're dealing with. You know what I'm saying? Me personally, I'm gonna ask you guys one question. What do y'all think about aliens and spirits? Think about that for a minute. And the reason I ask this question is because me and her watched a video of this little boy. He was talking to his mom, and the little boy in his first life, he was in a car accident. Him, his dad, and mom, right, was in a car accident.
Saw that video. Yeah.
And when he was telling his story to his new mom, he said he went to a blue building with men in black clothes. You see what I'm saying? So when you think of men in black clothes, you think about the men in black that has to do with have to do with aliens. You see what I'm saying? So what if that they is corresponding with one another? What if their spirits are actually aliens? What if we come from aliens? It's just a thought, because he said that he had a choice to pick his family, and that's when he seen his new mom and dad. He said his new family is what he said. You see what I'm saying? So my thing is, he was established. He was like 7. Yeah, he was real young. So how would he know about Men in Black? You know what I'm saying? So it made me think. It was like, could what we dealing with could be from another planet or another aliens, pretty much. You know what I'm saying?
But
first,
they have been taking human babies, right? Out of the
Uh-huh.
wombs of women.
when
Aliens have been
the
using.
craziest thing is, I didn't mean to cut you off, Irene. The craziest thing is when you mention black, and I can't help but think about all of my family members that were buried in black suits.
Mhm.
So is it possible that the people that he saw that was dressed in black suits, is it possible that it could have been not men in black or aliens, or just family members that was dressed in black suits? Because at one point in time, that's all we knew when we buried people. Well, you get that black suit, So
Yeah.
is it possible
That's
that?
possible. It's possible. You know what I mean? Not saying it's not, but it was just weird to me that he said black suits. You know what I mean? And that's the first thing you think about is aliens, Men in Black.
Men in Black? Yeah, I feel you on that one. I mean,
Yeah.
but I'm like, when I die, do I want to be in a black suit? It's the norm among us that we die in black suits. So
Yeah,
I'm like,
because it's all traditional though. You know what I'm
yeah, it's
saying? It's all
traditional that
traditional, right?
black suit, black dress.
Hmm.
But when I go, I want some Chuck Taylors on my feet.
Right. Not only that, but if you think about that, why? If you think about colors, right? Black is supposed to be evil. If you think about it, they're the bad people. So why would we want to be buried in black? You know
We
what I'm
bury
saying?
ours in white. We bury ours in white because you become pure once again.
Right. That's what you were saying. Right. Right.
But the ones who are mourning wear black. But the ones who died were white.
But has not that's been like that since the beginning of time. I remember reading a book where it says, no, I was reading the Malcolm X book, and they were saying he was reading this book on like white colors is purity. And he turned around and looked and was like, "Damn, I mean, is this true? Is this really say this?" And it does it in the movie too, But to me, I don't think what color you get buried in. I mean, it don't matter to me. I told people, bury me bare ass with me on my belly, so all y'all can kiss my ass when I'm done.
but it's crazy because back in the days they didn't even want you to wear red to a funeral.
Yeah.
Yeah. See. Yeah. So it's the color thing.
Yeah. I mean, it's I don't know, man. It's so many. It's so much going on, man. So many things we shouldn't have done. So many things we could have done in our past. But black, I mean, maybe our ancestors just, they just got brainwashed thinking that
that's what I think it is. Yeah.
Black is just one of those colors that that everybody get buried in.
The funny thing about it, if you're talking about colors, right? Black protects you from I'm gonna use that word evil, okay? Black protects you from unforeseen things, okay? So black will also keep you from getting sick too. So if you have a weak body, you wear black. If you have a wallet, if you're not feeling good, if you're always prominent to getting sick, you have a black wallet. It's like black is the healing color. Okay.
Hey, dark liquor is the healing color for me.
Okay, okay. I'm done. I'm not.
I've never. You know what?
Anyway,
You know what? I
yeah.
got clear liquor here at the house, but if Ian can tell you, there's more dark on that board than anything. You know what I'm saying? I'll drink the hell out of some dark liquor. I mean, it is. Just give me a key of ice. I'm good.
Ian, help!
You don't want to try to help. You know, Sean, you, what's wrong? You want to talk about it?
I'm listening.
No, you hold up. Sean, I figured you out because the last time you were on the show, you know what you were doing to me?
Listening.
No, you wasn't. You was writing down things. And I think you still writing down things. And let me see your pad.
He's learning. He's learning.
Let me see your pad. See? How did
I think he's learning.
know? How did I know? No. Hey, this man got my son's first name and last name.
Wow.
And no, first name and middle name. Same way. And you know, and I don't know how that came to be, but Sean Elliott is my son, and this man here name is Sean Elliott.
That's wild.
That is wild.
That is wild.
And I'm like, what the hell, dude? What is going on?
The universe is crazy, isn't it?
Oh man,
It is.
There's
There's a lady, one of the psychics on my team. I met her. We met in some little dive bar, and we had some drinks and we had some food. Come to find out, her name was Michael Ann, and I think she was listening. And when my niece told me, she was like, "You were meant to meet her because I have a brother that passed away named Michael, and my mother's name was Ann." She was like, "Oh yeah, she's meant to be on your team." I was like, "Oh, that was pretty cool." I don't meet many women named Michael.
But guys, there was a comment that I made earlier. I don't think nobody answered because I don't think nobody has the answer to it. And Sean, I'm going to pick on you for a moment. And the question that I ask is, why does minority mediums speak up more for their gifts that they have?
Well, I always say in my opinion, because I don't know everything. But I don't think they necessarily don't. I just think it's what rooms are we listening to them in. I see minority mediums speaking up quite often. It just depends on what room you walk in, if you're and where you're looking. If you get on my grandmother, for example, 74-year-old Baptist, strong sister, strong woman. My grandma's very strong, got a very powerful voice if you hear her sing. And we have these type of conversations that we're having now all the time. Very knowledgeable woman. And but depending on what room you're in, you would never know how spiritual she is. Me as a paranormal investigator for years, you and I've talked, Terry. I spent most of my time earning money as a touring country musician. Most people on the street would never know I was ever a country singer. Most people would never know in the country world that I toured in would never know I was a paranormal investigator. So it depends on what room you walk in. I didn't get on stage and the first thing I said was, "Hey y'all, I'm about to go on this ghost tour." Nobody knew, so it just depends on what room you're in and what channel you're watching to know where these our people are speaking in. The problem in our community is there's not enough of us doing it. There's not many of us out here doing it. The psychic mediums you see out here are predominantly white, and those are the ones who are putting themselves out there the most. So that's who you see the most. But if you scroll on TikTok, we're popping up more. If you get on YouTube, we're popping up more. I've gotten into crafting a little bit with not witchcraft, so to speak. I mean, some people will call it that, but if you look up the word witch, it's English for Wicca, which the word Wicca means healer, and the original witches were Christian women who were nurses healing their community with herbs. So if you speak to, depending on what room you in, you mention the word witch, they think devil, evil. But to me, when I hear the word witch, I hear healer. I hear that. So I've taken certain salts to take along with me on protection, and I believe I pray Jesus or Yahshua or Yahweh, or however everybody pronounces it. Everybody does it different. And again, I'm just giving my opinion, but that's why I don't get involved with religion, so to speak, anymore. I pray to my Lord and Savior, but again, going back to my grandmother, I've spoken to her a little bit more about my protection and stuff like that, and I had no idea. Again, since I'm wrapping it into this conversation, strong Christian woman, goes to church every Sunday, right? She practices this stuff with the salts that I practice in, who your average Christian would say I'm practicing black magic or witchcraft. But if you get on TikTok or YouTube, you see just as many black folks doing the same thing. So the thing is, and this is where I was going back around to Hollywood, to TV, and just different stuff like that. If more of us were in the limelight, in the spotlight, and would just get on social media and have these type conversations we're having now, and it was projected more and more and more and more and more, people would see that we out here doing it too. That's all it takes, just more getting out there, more people doing it and supporting each other. That's the next thing. That's the biggest thing in our community. That's the biggest problem. And just my opinion, some you might agree or disagree, but the level of support. Now, you just put several people on a panel, and we're all feeding off each other. We're agreeing, we're disagreeing, but we're having a conversation. To me, all I see is a group of people supporting each other. And we need more of that in our community. And I think that's another thing that we have lack thereof is the amount of support that we have. You see teams and groups in the other communities support, but in our community, we lack that. I try to support everybody. We as a community also should show a force, and this is where I might lose everybody. I see y'all nodding your head, and I appreciate that, but here's where I'm probably going to lose everybody, but I'm going to go to a point with it, and I might be talking too long, so y'all can tell me to shut up, and I will. But here's where I might lose.
You're right. You're right, because a lot of mediums do not support each other. A lot of paranormal investigators do not support each other. They only say, no, this is mine. This is mine. I'm doing this. You're not taking my thing. No, it's just, okay, fine.
So I'm gonna land my plane right here.
That's what I.
And before y'all come chasing me, get down. I'm gonna make a point that in our community also should support the other community as well and lift them up, even though they're there. Yeah. But if we lift everybody up and show a force of us lifting the world up as well, then they have no choice but to support us at that point, because we're showing a force ourselves. And then once we become a force, then they're going to support us as well. So I think that it's a time that we all show a force together with everybody and become a dominant force. The more force
that doesn't. But that doesn't always happen, right?
Yeah.
And that's the problem. It doesn't happen. But how does it start to happen? It starts with this right here. Everybody getting together, putting their ideas out there, whether we agree or disagree, but we get out here and we start doing it. We start, and eventually it's just like a fire. It'll catch on. We just got to keep doing it as a community. And you made a good point. You said, I'm not sure your name, but the lady right here, you said that that mediums don't support each other. That's one of the I see more mediums not supporting each other than the investigators. But why? To my knowledge with mediums, each medium has a different level and a different gift of mediumship. Not all mediums can do the same thing. So just think if 10 mediums got together, right, in a room, how powerful would that be?
Oh,
if
yeah.
10 mediums got together.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, but you also got to remember
Because, like I said in the beginning, I said there's some things that I can tap into, and there's some things that I can't. And if I
Right.
can't tap into it, I'll ask my partner to help me tap into it. Right? That's why we all have to belong together. We all have to work together. Not say no. I'm not going to work with you. And I said, oh, okay, fine, bye. Then
but
like, yeah,
but here's the
that's
thing.
their problem.
We would never know what a medium's true agenda is because they don't disclose that. You
Not
know,
only that, you don't know what's real and fake.
yeah.
Well,
And see, that's the, I think that's where the issue come in at, because you got so much fakery. And see, just because a person say them they're medium or whatever you call it, that don't mean they're medium or that's their calling. Because to me, you have to have that calling in order to be that person. And you got to have those gifts in order to be that person. So the issue comes to the point of what's real and what's fake.
You got to have that lineage. You got to have that
you can't
lineage.
get it from a
You got
book.
to have it's. You cannot go to school for this.
Right,
Yeah.
exactly.
I'm so sick of people saying we're going to school to be a medium. This is something that you're not going to school for. This is in your blood. It's in your DNA. This is something that your great grandfather had, or your great great grandmother had, and it just go on and go on and go on. You know, this is a big thing. See, this is a big thing in the community, in the paranormal community now, because like me and Ian talks about, you got people that are going to school to be mediums. How is that even possible?
Right. Exactly.
Well, you can. I will say this. I'm not going to say I disagree with that, but what I will say is there are people out there with that ability who don't know how to use it. Now, you brought up the third eye, the pineal gland. There are ways to exercise that and open it. There's a lot of people walking around with gifts they don't understand, and there are people who can help. Now, I'm like this lady in the middle, and the only reason why I'm calling you lady, man, please forgive me, is because I don't know your name, and if you tell me, I'm gonna forget it 100 times.
My name is Irene. Go ahead.
Irene. But she mentioned earlier that she was helping you through a lot of things. Now, suppose you had some things going on with you that you could see at times and hear at times. There's things that she could probably teach you that she might say, hey, Terry, and I'm not saying this is the case, but I'm just giving an example. She could say, Terry, I think that you may have some sort of mediumship with you. Try doing these exercises and let me know what's going on. And then you might report back to her and say, oh my God, I've done these exercises and now I'm seeing and hearing certain things. And she could say, okay, try A, B, C, and D. She might say, Terry, I think you're a medium. And so there are instructors out here who are helping people find their inner medium that don't quite understand the gifts they have, because a lot of mediums who do have that ability didn't always understand what they were going through. So I think the mediums who are saying they're going to school to become a medium aren't saying I'm going to school to train to be a medium. It's not like they're going to karate class. They're going to understand their gifts that they have. So I think that, if you never had it and you just want to go to say I'm a medium, then that's all foolishness. But if you're going because you're trying to understand things about yourself, and again, there are techniques that's scientific that your third eye does calcify, your pineal gland that's in the middle of your head here or behind your eye, it does calcify from childhood to an adult. That's why children see things that are more prone to getting talked to by spirits than we are, because as we get older, it will calcify if you don't exercise your pineal gland. That's why mediums can see and hear things a lot better than we can.
Well,
so I do think you can.
Open to everything.
To me,
so I do think you can get help with that. I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'll cut you off.
To me, that'd be a one-on-one basis. Cause I don't understand how, because everybody's ability will be different. So
I agree with
that.
Yeah.
So to me, it'd be a one-on-one basis thing, because if to me, that's not really teaching a person. That's getting a person to understand themselves. You see what I'm saying?
I agree with that.
So there's a difference there. And you mentioned about a spirit in a child. I think the spirit come to kids because they're easy to manipulate compared to an adult. You see what I'm saying? So there's a difference there. But I understand what you're saying about the third eye. I understand what you're saying about the third eye, but to me, you're the only one that can open that eye. I don't really feel that somebody can open that eye for you or teach you how to open that eye. That's something you have to study and get to learn within yourself.
Well, that is science. Yeah. That is science. That's your human body. You can train yourself to uncalcify. Right. As you get older, your body, you know this. I'm not teaching nothing, but your body does change with age, and when you, as you get older, you that third eye will start to calcify. Just like I'm trying to give you an example, like a cataract. So to speak. But when you the third eye has a whole lot of effects on your body with your senses, with seeing, with understanding, with everything around you. As that third eye opens and uncalcifies, now to the two mediums in here, y'all can check me if I'm wrong with what I'm saying. But as that third eye uncalcifies, which you can train to do, you can physically train your body to uncalcify that. With a medium, when it can open more than a normal person. If you have that gift or that ability, you can sense and feel things a lot differently than like I would, as not being a medium. So if that third eye is if that third eye is uncalcified and open, which you can train to do, and especially if you have a gift on top of that, you are more open to things that's not there.
That's my third.
But I agree with what you were saying with it shouldn't be in a classroom setting. It should be, I don't believe in a class of 30 people. There's no way you can train somebody effectively in a classroom. I think if you're signing up to take, let's say if I had an ability and I called Irene, right? If I called her and say, hey, I need help with that, then she should be able to walk me through it. But if I'm with 10 other people, there's no way she can help me the way I need to be helped.
No.
You're right. And there's no
way
I
agree with that 100%.
And there's no way she can help 10 other people because 10 other people have different types of abilities.
Right. So there's different levels to it.
Yeah, different levels. So if one person has a room, I understand what you're saying, has 10 people in there and you got one medium, headstrong medium, how is he focusing on each individual, telling them, well, you need to do this, you need to do that, you do. Can you imagine what kind of medium that is?
But also, it'll drain me because every time I use my energy to help somebody, it exhausts me to the point where sometimes I can't get back on my feet again, right? So I have to take a rest or I take 6 hours in between because I've done an investigation for 6 hours straight. And believe me, by that time I was done. Like I couldn't even make supper. I had just my kids to make supper for me because I had no energy to even stand up or do anything. The best I could do was walk to the bathroom and come back because I was so physically drained. And it does drain you when you use your energy to help somebody to focus, to see something or to share something with them. It's exhausting. Okay.
Yeah, I mean,
it is.
You know what? Being in a medium and whatever you do, it takes a toll on your body, no matter what. Yeah. It really does because you put so much into it that you definitely gonna feel like a grape. You're gonna get popped like a grape, just like any other thing that uses energy. Yeah, that's just the way it is. Guys, how do you guys feel about the next big thing is reincarnations? Do you guys believe in that?
Oh yeah, I do.
That is something that is a big topic today. A lot of people are coming forward and saying, "Hey, man, I'm reincarnated." You know, and
I am.
It's
I don't think people have that choice if they want to be reincarnated or come back or go to another life or another, I should say another life. You know what I'm saying? Because I think if everybody was reincarnated, I think things would be a lot different. But I think we have a choice if we can be reincarnated or go into our next life. But I do believe in reincarnation.
The biggest, one of the biggest things that I have is when you mention that go on to our next life, but aren't we going to be reincarnated in one way or another?
Yeah, but probably a different dimension. Yeah, it's probably a whole nother dimension. You know what I'm saying? That's why I think we still have ghosts, because they haven't moved on to that other dimension. They choose not to. You see what I'm saying? And that's the same thing with the reincarnation. I think we have that choice. Speaking of, just like when I went back talking about the little boy, he had that choice if he wanted to come back with a different family or go on to his next life. You see what I'm saying? So that's why I say that I think that there's reincarnation if you choose to want to be reincarnated as something with somebody else, or go into your next dimension, whatever that is, beyond that life.
That next life, I don't want to be reincarnated because I got people I need to pick on, people I need to fight with. There's so much that I want to do. And and I got each one of y'all on my list.
He said he's gonna pick on me. Terry said he's gonna pick on me, right?
I got each one of y'all on my list. So what's the point of me I'm giving up a lot of fun if I want to be reincarnated. I want to stay up there and raise hell. That is my goal.
And I think going back, and another reason I said that because actually two different reasons. One of them was because my mom was dying in the hospital. After she died, we had a prophet had came to me and my brothers and told us that my mother God had showed my mom the life on that side and had showed her the life back on this side. And she chose the other side. You know what I'm saying? So that what makes me assume and think, this is my opinion, that's why is that you have that choice.
What's the other side?
We don't know what the other side is. Unless once you die and go to the other side, then we'll know that other side. But as of right now, we don't know.
I want to hang out with my ancestors. I want to be able to learn everything about them because those are the ones that set the foundation for our families. So I want to, hang out with my ancestors for as long as I can. Then raise hell with y'all.
Terry, no, not with me.
All I'm saying is don't come back as a bug and come try to see me because you're gonna get smashed early. You're gonna be going into the next life.
Terry, I'm gonna throw so much beer at you wouldn't believe it.
That's all right. I'll drink it. I don't mind drinking beer. Mike and when are you guys coming back to Texas?
Can't say my name, Drea. What's my name, Terry?
Hey, calm down over there. Drea.
It's Drina.
What?
Drina, Terry.
Drina.
Don't do it, Terry.
Even I know that, right?
Drina, when y'all coming? Mike, I shouldn't even be asking you. Drina, when y'all coming back to Texas?
Exactly. You know who to ask.
No, but if you said you're going to try and get something together in June or July, we could try to make it in June or July. No?
Okay, that'd be interesting. Okay.
But if we do come, Terry, you got to do the same thing Jen and Eddie did.
And what is that?
Cook for us, buddy.
Huh?
Cook for us, man. Eddie got out there and got on his grill and grilled up some. What we had?
Man, y'all see, hold up. Y'all been to my house.
Huh?
I ain't got no grill. Where am I gonna get a grill, man?
You gotta have no grill.
Well, you know what?
You cook some sloppy Joe.
Some sloppy.
Is the Sally House in Indiana?
No, the Sally House is in Atkinson, Kansas.
It's in Kansas. Oh, I
Uh-huh.
think there was a spot in Indiana I wanted to go to. I wanted to say it was some house.
I'll
Yeah,
be
it
in
was
Kentucky soon.
What'd
the
you say?
Indiana State Sanatorium I saw earlier. I was thinking about
Are you looking at me? Look at
I was
me.
thinking about us going to
No, I look good. Shoot.
Indiana
Well,
State
hey,
Sanatorium.
it won't be in June. Y'all be here in June. What about you, Sean? Can you make it down here in June?
Probably not, because I'll be in Pennsylvania a lot in June.
Hey, that's right down the street. You can make it. Stop playing.
Come on, Sean.
That's right down the street.
Any time but June. If you hadn't said June,
Well,
we
hey,
got a lot. We got
okay.
a lot going on in June.
And we said June or July. We'll make it June or July.
I'm picking my busiest months.
I'm thinking the hottest months. You don't want to cut, boy. It's 15 degrees here
My
right
hottest
now.
months. I spend every July in Georgia. So
Well, hey, you can come down.
I'm in Savannah, Georgia, all the time in July.
Well,
Talking
we can
hot.
figure something. Hey, well, we can figure something out. What about you,
Sean,
John?
where you located?
I'm in Virginia.
Virginia.
What
okay.
about you?
Yeah, I could do that. I'm going to. I'm gonna be on a cruise in the middle of July, but yeah, I could definitely probably do that in June.
Can I go on a cruise with you?
Yeah.
See that?
Actually, I'm going with my girlfriend. She's turning 60 this year, so we're doing like a friends and family cruise. So
Oh, that's even better. Is she single?
no.
Terry,
Don't do it, Terry.
Terry,
Oh,
you're
don't
gonna
do
be
it.
in trouble. You know that, right? Somebody
Oh, let me
is
shut up.
watching and listening to you. Terry, don't you go there. No, 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 no.
Yeah, I better behave myself. I can't do it. But dude, I mean, it'd be nice to get together. You know, and
Yeah.
if we can get to a central location where it's not far for everybody to get to. I understand. You know, Sean's coming from Virginia and Donna's coming from Arizona. But it's got to be. If we can make it a central location, that would be great.
That
Where
would be
everybody
great.
can travel, but we ain't got to travel as far.
I don't mind traveling. It's just my schedule's crazy.
Break it. You can break it. Put it on the back burner.
Asher Walton House in Indiana. I saw the Asher Walton House located in Indiana.
Pam Harris.
Pam had asked about that. My one thing about that, about us being Black ghost hunters,
I'm brown.
we gotta be selective of the areas we go to. And I had that place chosen, but it came up as sundown town, and it made me think twice about going there.
In Indiana?
Yeah.
Yeah, Indiana's wild.
Wow.
Yeah. So I marked it off
Well,
of my
you know
list.
what? Hey, I don't mind going to a sundown town.
Me neither. I done told 1,000 times. I ain't got no
I
problem
don't
with it.
mind because hey, we can all get ugly. You know what they're doing 40 and 50 years ago, it ain't happening not this day and age.
Yeah, but when it's only one or two of us and it's 10 of them.
We can get a caravan. We can get a bus. Go up there, we roll up there. They ain't gonna say nothing.
He said, "Oh, great, better come anyways."
You know, but the thing is, hell, I don't know there's sundown towns here in Texas, but I'll never know.
They're everywhere.
It's a lot.
They're everywhere.
Texas has a lot.
They're everywhere. Mississippi got a lot, so they're everywhere.
Yeah.
You know, especially in East Texas where it seems to be lost in time. I mean, time is standing at a still in East Texas. Hey, you're in Texas, but you think you're in Mississippi or Georgia. I'm like, damn, what the hell? Things have not changed much. You know what I'm saying? It's just one of those things, man. I would love all of us to get together and just do something. I think that right there would be cool within itself.
Yeah, that would be cool.
You know what I'm saying?
Terry,
That would be
pay for my plane ticket and I'll come.
plane ticket. We'll put you on the bus.
She'll never make it.
She'll make it. It just she'll be at the Titanic. It'll get here eventually.
Eventually, right?
It'll be here eventually. She'll make it. But
Lordy,
definitely, guys.
Lordy.
Man, we're going
I
on
want to
2
make
hours,
it
guys.
alive, okay?
And most of you guys got to work in the morning. I don't work till tomorrow night, so I pretty much got the rest of the evening to, sit back and just chill. All right. Well, hey, man, 2 hours and 10 minutes. How do you guys think the podcast went?
I liked it. That was cool.
That was cool.
I mean, we are missing one. We're missing Big T, and we're missing another lady who works. She had to work tonight. Big T is in California, so we are missing a couple of members of the organization. I said members, ain't that something? But yeah, man, I hope you guys enjoyed this time. I love to see the woman perspective, even though you guys didn't talk much. You know what I'm saying? The reason why you guys came on the show is to hear and see y'all's perspective on the paranormal community. And Drana.
The last time you did this, I didn't know it was for men only. You didn't make that statement. So that's why I was on the last one as well.
She lying.
Yeah, I know. I know she knew.
Tonight I have a slight headache, so I'm just listening. I'm like Sean. I'm listening in the background, taking notes.
I need to catch up on my Mike and Drina series.
Hey,
I catch you and your wife all the time.
He gonna email me. Hey, he gonna email me later.
I got work to do.
Sean gonna email me later. And
I got work to do.
Terry, you messed up again. I done told you about that. Don't you be talking about that. Like, oh shit.
Sean and Brandy, they said they was gonna start vlogging. I've been waiting for some longer videos, guys.
For me?
Uh-huh.
Oh yeah, I need to do some longer ones. I've been on TikTok mainly.
Mm.
Yeah, we've been doing a lot of TikTok.
TikTok, yeah. Are you guys doing a paranormal podcast after midnight or something, Sean?
Yeah, we're doing so we launched Hill City After Dark about 3 weeks ago, which is it's basically an event company, and it's a management company. So we got people that are managing. And I started just a late night. I wouldn't call it a podcast, but it kind of is. I guess we're just going live with different people, talking about different topics, and it's been going pretty decent so far. Whoever wants to jump in kind of thing. Right, I've been doing that a lot with a Puerto Rican buddy of mine named Chris Mendez.
Okay.
He's with Supernatural Untold Stories. He's on the Signal Network.
Okay. I tried that podcast after midnight where you get an opportunity to say what's on your mind because the kids aren't watching. No, after midnight, it shouldn't be anything about adults anyway that are watching.
They be on island.
Yeah, they be all over the place, damn kids.
I'm shocked at how many people have been tuning into that. It's been a lot.
Yeah, so I was thinking about getting back into it. It's been like a couple of years since I've done it, but it's just floating around right now. I mean, I haven't decided if I'm gonna. Hell, I don't even know if I can stay up after midnight. I'm usually at work or at home.
She's so good.
But yeah, man. All right, guys. Well, we're going on 2:14. Any last comments before I get you guys out
early
here?
morning tomorrow.
Any
Well, it was nice talking to everybody. So
You too.
that's a comment.
No, it ain't.
Anyway, we're gonna call it a night, you guys. It was nice talking to everybody, and hope you do this again.
Oh,
Nice
definitely.
meeting everybody.
Yeah.
Thanks for having me,
All right.
Terry.
Yeah, appreciate it.
Gina, I've been helping you with your headache,
we
so
can't,
Yeah.
I got
we
rid of
can't do
some
it all
for
at
you.
one time. It's got to be individual. All right,
Terry,
Green. All right, Donna. What were you saying, ma'am?
Well, I was just saying, thanks for having me on, and I definitely will be interested in coming to Texas.
Okay. Yeah. Definitely. All right. Well,
where you live, Donna?
I'm in Arizona.
Arizona, okay.
Oh, she's on his coast.
Hey,
Yeah.
man. She's
Hop,
one
skip, and
state over.
jump.
One state over. She good to go.
One state over.
Yeah.
One state
I
over.
was always wanting us to work with the medium when we go into a place. So it would be interesting if we could all get together and do something.
Dude, I'll tell you what, if it's a situation where Ian can't handle it, or he doesn't understand, or I always call Irene to, hey, well, what's going on here? Let me know if there's something I should be worried about, or everything's good to go.
Right.
Most of the time she's pretty honest. She's pretty consistent, and most of the time she's like, "Hey, you good?" Or she'll tell you get the hell out.
I mean, yeah. You know what? Come to think about it, I talked to Irene had helped me out with my son, I had talked to her about my son one time.
You know what? I'm not even gonna talk to you about that. Drina, how is he doing with that?
He's doing better. As good as you would think he's gonna be.
Because I know Mike won't tell me the truth. Have you visited Mike? Have you consistently going out there?
No, not no more. Not like I used to.
Yeah, he used to go a lot more.
Especially since my brother passed away. I don't go out there like I used to.
Well, I think you need to go out there more often. That's just me talking.
You know what? Your son wants you to go out there. He's talked to me over and over again. Why doesn't my father want to visit me? I don't understand this.
My thing is his mom and my daughter, they moved way to Jacksonville, so they never come see him.
But
the last time that they came down was on his birthday. We did a video out on his birthday.
Mhm.
But yeah, I just the reason I don't go out there because I get too emotional. You know what I'm saying? And
I know. I know.
I'm tired of
But,
hurting. You know what I mean? And the more I go out there, the more I hurt. You know what I mean?
Mike, you have to understand. You have to understand that you lost a son. So all that emotion is going to be there whether you go out there or not.
Yeah. But it seems like it got worse.
Support.
I got worse once my brother passed away too. You know what I'm saying? So it's like my brother passed away in September. You know what I'm saying?
It's like a double whammy.
Huh?
It's like a double whammy.
Yeah. So the more I feel that I have to stay away until I get stronger. You know what I'm saying? And the reason that is because if I go out there in the state I am, I could get attachment, anything. You know what I mean? I don't want that. So right now, I just got to stay away until I get stronger, till I'm able to.
Well, you know what? I could help you with that.
You know what I mean?
I can help you with that. You know that. I can help you with that. I can help you with that if you want that.
I think he needs the help.
I think you do.
I think everybody needs a little help.
I just feel that I don't think I need help. I just think I just need to cope with it my own way. You know what I'm saying? Not trying to disrespect nobody in no type of way, but I just feel I need to cope with it my way. You know what I'm saying? And right now, I just don't think I'm ready to go out to my son's grave because I feel that I'm vulnerable for attachment. I feel something like that, and I don't want to go through that right now. So I think when I'm ready to proceed and go back and start visiting him again, I will. You know what I'm saying?
How long he's been gone?
My son?
Yeah.
Since 2015.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm still feeling the effects of
Then
it. You know what
you
I'm saying?
want then okay, I'll make a deal with you, Mike, okay? I'll make a deal with you, okay? I'll tell him that, okay? I'll give him that message, okay, if you want me to.
Okay.
Okay. And if I do that, you have to promise me that later on, when you're ready, you will go out and visit him.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
If I give you, if I do that for you, you have to turn around and do that for me, for him.
I will.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
You mean that's a deal? Okay. That's a
Yes.
deal.
That's a deal.
Okay.
Because man, I know how you feel. I mean, I don't think it's. I go visit my wife at least once a month, and I got it set up out there where there's
Yeah.
a bench. I can go out there and read a newspaper all damn day if I want.
Yeah, we had one out to my son's grave.
You know what I'm saying? Change your flowers, change your lighting if that needs to be. I just picked up the Christmas tree we had out there for Christmas. She get a Christmas tree every year.
Hey guys, I got to roll. It was nice talking to everybody.
All right, Sean. All right, take it easy, man.
Okay. See ya.
Good to see
Sean,
y'all.
Sean, I
Yes,
know you're gonna email me later. Call me.
Thanks for having me.
All right, brother.
Yeah,
You have a
I gotta
good
get
night.
going too, guys.
Oh, all right,
yeah.
Donna.
Yeah, and we all got to get going. So, all right, guys. Good night to everybody.
Have a good
Nice
night.
meeting you.
Nice
Nice
meeting
meeting
you guys.
everybody.
Nice
You
to meet
too.
you.
Nice meeting you guys. Hey, can't wait to meet you guys again. This
Oh,
time,
yeah.
please give me at least a 6 months head notice before you guys.
Dang, 6 months?
What?
Yeah, 'cause you guys, man. Yeah.
But next time we come, we're gonna stay a lot longer. Because we was pretty much in and out. We drove all the way up there and stayed overnight in Texas one night, was it? 2 nights, because we stayed the night.
Yeah.
2 nights, and then we ended up driving back to Florida. You know what I'm saying? So next time we come, we're gonna hopefully we have a lot more time. Because it's a 17-hour drive for us.
Well, take
No.
If you want to fly,
Dang.
Yeah,
you want to get on a plane.
Dang.
I ain't
Take the
flying.
plane.
Huh?
Y'all don't like the fly?
No.
Oh,
They
you like
come
that?
down. They come down.
Well, what about
No,
take a
they
bus?
don't.
Bus take way too long.
Wow, bus take way
Take a
longer.
train. How about a train?
Dang.
Yeah, train might not be as bad though.
It's just as long as a bus.
A train?
Yeah.
No, I don't think so. Is it?
We
No.
could drive. We could
We can do
drive
it.
there.
Yeah. But the thing about driving, you get to sightsee so much.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So we came back through Alabama. We went through New Orleans and came up through Mississippi. Went to Mississippi, then Alabama, and it's some pretty nice spots in Alabama.
Yeah. What happened to the guy that was with y'all? Is he still
Oh,
around?
Chris? Yeah,
Yeah.
Chris still around. Yeah.
All right, tell him I said what's up, man. Tell him
Okay.
things are pretty good over here in Texas. All right,
Yeah.
fellas, man, and
All
man.
right. All right, take care. See y'all later.
Appreciate you guys coming on, man.
All right.
All right. Y'all have a good night.
Y'all have a good night.
Bye, everybody.
All right. Have a
Bye.
good night, guys. That was pretty cool,
Oh,
wasn't it?
Mm-hmm. You.
All right, hold on for a sec. I gotta do this little intro.
You think you know me, don't you? You think you've seen the worst, like you've already crushed me beneath your heel. That's what you all thought, right? That I was done for. That I'd just disappear, fade into the dust like a forgotten whisper. Like I didn't matter. Like I wasn't a threat. You made me. This. You fed the darkness, stoked the flames,